Shalom. I want to begin a lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessing and honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back here with another lesson through the spirit, man. Just wanted to talk about the little alligator Alcatraz thing. Jacob Trouble and also those Haitians being deported. So with that being said, man, I'm on a walk right now, so it's really a walk and talk. I'm not gonna go too deep into like articles and stuff like that. I really just want to get like a quick overview of what's going on with those two things, and Lord willing, bring out some precepts concerning the topic. So firstly, I just want to say this, man. We can open up with this because it's the first precept that just came to my mind concerning the Northern Kingdom, right? As the brothers always say, Northern Kingdom gets it first, Judah gets it worse, or Southern Kingdom gets it worse. And we've been seeing a start, and them starting with the Northern Kingdom. And the reason why I say that is because Donald Trump's whole plan before he got in office, or his main motto when he was running for president this past election year, was what? Deportation, right? Project 2025, amongst other things. Of course, there was a lot of things in there, and I went and did lessons, and I went into it on some of my lessons previously, but that was his whole agenda, right? His whole agenda was Project 2025, and the main thing of that was deportation. We're starting to come into a time, and not even starting to, it's going to start getting worse, but we're seeing this, right? Jake is about to start seeing, or these other Jakes are going to start realizing that these Edomites don't fuck with you like you think they do. They don't mess with you, right? So when we told y'all these things and y'all didn't want to listen to us, that's going to be our spirit. That's going to be our mind state, right? We told y'all these things. Y'all didn't want to listen. That's on you. Find out for yourself. Find out the hard way, right? And the hard way is going to be you niggas getting persecuted, getting killed, right? Because we already know that race wars is a part of scriptures as well. Civil war, race wars, all of these things. All out chaos, division. As brothers have been saying, man, we're already in Jacob's trouble. Jake is in trouble, and that's around the world. And it's coming to America. Okay? I want to get this. This is the book of Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down in Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. I just seen a video that the elder apostle Tahar made concerning this nigga, what's this nigga name? Marquette Devon, I think his name is. Marquette something. If you all went and watched that video, all I could think to myself is, from the way this nigga was scoffing, I said, this nigga might be a chocolate covered Edomite. Then I think to myself though too, Jacob just had that spirit on them of rebellion, man. And through this nigga trying to debunk us, right? You got guys out here who literally have whole pages trying to debunk the Israelites. Jake, their own people, they trying to debunk the Israelites, right? Through all of this, as the scriptures read, you can't. There's nothing you can do against the scriptures, but it's only gonna be for the scriptures, right? There's nothing you can do against the truth. Nothing you try and do, even if you try and do it against the truth, it's gonna be for the truth. So there's no way around it, nigga. He was talking all this stuff, and he's talking about how we're under the curses, how we're wicked, and we're in these messed up situations as a way to say, because these things are happening to y'all, that means y'all not the true children, right? When the scriptures say that these things are happening to y'all because y'all are the true children. So through him trying to make it, debunk it, I guess, or make it seem like we're incorrect in saying the things we say, he actually proving the point. So what's the point of even going on about it? But anyways, I brought this first precept out because, like I said, man, and I can even go to here. Our people, right, especially the Northern Kingdom, they love mingling with Esau, Edom, right? And that's all Jake, but those you see more Northern Kingdom Jakes mingling with the Edomites, whether it be through Catholicism, because a lot of them are engulfed in that false idolatry, or whether it be through laying down with them, right? A lot of Latinas and Latinos mess with the Edomites when it comes to significant others or partners over Southern Kingdom, over Jake. That's why it says we will not war anymore, because we have that hatred. Our people have a hatred in their heart for their own brothers. So when these things are going on, they want to say, oh, why y'all not helping the Latino community out? Why y'all not helping us? As if it hasn't been this long-standing feud between us. Negroes and Latino people. But we're going to see Ephraim. I just want to get this. I'm going to go back to that precept, though. Actually, I might as well get it real quick. It says, it's Hosea 7:7. They are all hot as an oven and have devoured their judges. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned, meaning that they've mixed with the nations. And as you all know, all the nations were a darker skin tone at some point in time, but they've lightened up through mixing with each other, through mixing with Edomites, you know, their paleness, because they became unclean lepers, right? They were unclean lepers. Esau, unclean leper. You're not supposed to be white and red, right? But the Lord made you that way as a curse. Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yeah, gray hairs are here and there upon him. Yeah, he knoweth it not. I was over there with the Ephraimites, man, not too long ago, right? The Puerto Ricans. And this scripture stands true. They are light as fuck compared to all the other Latinx countries. They're light as hell, like bright as hell. Like some of them look white. Then you have the few that's, you know what I'm saying, around my skin complexion, you know what I'm saying, darker and whatnot, look like niggas. But majority of them, pale as a motherfucker. So whenever I see a Jake, right, that's walking around with these people, these Edomites or whatnot, whether it be a Southern Kingdom Jake woman or another Kingdom Jake woman, I just think to myself, well, we'll see. We shall see how that's gonna play out soon, right? Because their husband's gonna be turning on their ass too. Your friends, all of that stuff, all of that's gonna go out the window. So while you think that you have a friend in these people, These people are about to show y'all how much they fuck with you, Jake. They starting to show y'all now. These people are about to start rounding Jake up. Jacob is in trouble. They about to start rounding these people up. I'm telling y'all. Let me go back to my last precept. Right? Y'all want to go down to America so bad. Y'all want to trust on these Edomites so bad. You gonna go down with these motherfuckers. It says, verse 2, Isaiah 31:2. Yet he also was wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. That's the Lord. He's gonna come against these people, man. Right? So whoever's with these people, they going down with them. They going down with them. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together, right? So, as the scriptures read, these people mourning for Babylon and whatnot, you finna go down with Babylon, man. You gonna go down with Babylon. Y'all love this world. Y'all love the things that America has to offer. Spiritual Sodom in Egypt. This wicked ass place. I don't even want to walk all the way down there, man. But y'all like y'all like these people. So don't be surprised when you see your favorite so-called white people coming against your dumb ass. No, I thought we was friends. You're going to realize that these people are cold-hearted. The sons of wickedness, right? The son of perdition. I want to get this. Oh, is this on it? Actually, I can go back and read this real quick because I said I was going to do a little overview. It was a politician that came out, which I'm still not even sure if this is 100% true, but they made a post on X talking about alligator Alcatraz about to kill like 65 million people, and that's the population of Northern Kingdom, or I'm not gonna say Northern Kingdom, but Latino people in America. See, with ICE deporting all these Latinx people, Jake thinks that they're safe, that because they're not of a lighter skin tone like these Latinx people, that they not gonna get targeted too, that they okay, they don't gotta worry about nothing, none of that. They sorely mistaken, man, because as you see, they starting to get Levi, they starting to get the Levites up out of here, and we told y'all these things were gonna happen. We said it. You could go back and look at my old videos on this stuff, and I know I said it from months ago. I know I did. I know I did. Let me read this real quick though, man. Alligator Alcatraz is the nickname for a new migrant detention facility in Florida. Built on the site of an abandoned airport in the Everglades, the name popularized by social media refers to the facility's isolated location, surrounded by dangerous wildlife like alligators. It's designed to house migrants awaiting deportation and is described as a self-contained, Spartan environment with repurposed FEMA trailers and soft-sided structures. That just made me think of Isaiah 2:10. Oh, Shalaki, Revelation 2:10. It says, this is Revelation 2:10. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer, this is Yahweh Shah speaking. And really this is speaking to the elect. But I can get it for you 2/3 niggas too. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold the devil. Who is the devil? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. No, he's not the devil. Let's go into the word. What does the word devil mean here? Because it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. It says prone to slander. Slanderous, accusing falsely. A false accuser. A calumniator. Slanderer. Metaphorically applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. These people aren't on the side of the Most High, Yahweh. They're on the left-hand side, the side of wickedness. The devil shall cast some of you into prison, right? False accuser, man. They falsely accuse us. They put stuff in the food and whatnot so they could falsely accuse their brother. That's in Revelation chapter 12, I believe. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, right? It could be more than 10 days. It could be less than 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, right? Now, I brought that up to tell y'all that the prisons that it's talking about are FEMA camps, right? Because those are going to be used as concentration camps when we go into Jacob's trouble or shit hit the fan scenario, right? When it's all out hell breaking loose. They're going to use those FEMA camps, those concentration camps that they've been building, right? You got one in Louisiana. You got all of them. That's like a state-of-the-art prison, new prison that they just built. But they're going to use that for sure. That as well, you know, this alligator Alcatraz, the one in Florida that they got, which they already using that for Jake. They already using it for Jake. They not hiding it. That, and then you got the multitude of FEMA camps that are around the United States that they don't want to talk about no more because it already came out some years ago and they got exposed for it. So they took that stuff off the internet. But we didn't forget though, right? So you have that. Now going back to this, he already said that he was gonna be throwing you niggas in prison. Let me get this. Cause it's like with Jake, I understand that Jake suffers from Stockholm syndrome, right? Is Israel a homeborn servant? A homeborn slave? Right? You niggas don't realize, or you don't want to realize, or the Lord has put a spirit on you to be blinded by it. But the so-called white man, Esau Edom, is indeed your enemy, Jake. Why do you think these niggas had us in chains for 400 plus years? It wasn't just 400 years, because this isn't our first captivity or go round with they ass. That was just the most recent one. We're still in captivity. So have you ever thought to yourself, why is this specific group of people, amongst others, because other nations had a part in our demise? Have you ever thought this to yourself? Why has this group of people, out of all the nations on the earth, with a strong hatred, with a strong passion, try to seek to destroy us every generation, every captivity, every go round since we've been on the earth? Right? Going back to Cain and Abel, and most importantly, Jacob and Esau. Why have they sought to destroy us as a nation of people? Try to cut us off multiple times. Make us go extinct, whether it be the Native Americans, whether it be the Latinos, or whether it be the Negroes. Because they always try to do something to our people. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You'll read that to a Jake, and they still won't want to admit that the Edomites are their enemy. They don't want to admit it, man. And you know what? For those Jakes that don't want to admit it, let them find out. Let them find out. You're gonna see that these Edomites do not like you. Best believe it. It says, verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Okay? So no matter how friendly and compassionate they try and be, you gotta look through that bullshit. Because all a facade. That's what it really is. It's a facade. These people don't truly like us. They don't. You have Edomites in cities across America who have been gathering themselves up together with militia groups and whatnot to come against you, Jake, to seek to destroy you, right? Search and destroy. Search and destroy. Yet, you still want to be friends with them after they don't want to be friends with you. They don't want to be cool with you. They've told you multiple times. What do? You keep on coming back. You keep on doing the same thing. Hey, you know what? That's a good precept to pull out real quick. This is Proverbs 26 and 11. Now let's get verse 10. The great Most High that formed all things, both rewarded the fool and rewarded transgressors. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. So that's Jake right there. Through years and decades of warring with these people, you still want to be friends with them every single time. So as a dog returns to his vomit, a fool returns to his folly. Foolish ass niggas. I wanted to get this. Why they come down on you so hard? Revelation. Yeah, here it is right here. What I was telling y'all about earlier. Falsely accusing us of the atrocities that they've committed. Right? But verse 12, here's my point. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. The times have been sped up, man. They've already said that the earth is moving faster. We trying to get up out of here, man. We trying to get up out of here. So y'all niggas can be overtaken by this shit. Go down with your best friend. See me? Fuck them niggas. When has there ever been a captivity where these motherfuckers was not trying to seek to destroy us? Right? They've always had a disdain in their heart for us because of that birthright situation. And it's always gonna be that way until the Lord come down and put their ass in the ground. Burn them with fire. That's when we're gonna be, who do you think we're getting salvation from? Who are we being saved from? Y'all wanna bring the people that we're supposed to be getting saved from with you. Stupid, man. I see why the Lord called you niggas sottish. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. And I'm gonna be wrapping it up here. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? And who's going to be saved out of it in that time? Go read the book of Zechariah, the 13th chapter, going on down to the 8th and 9th verse. It says, let me read this real quick and I'm going to close it off. It says, Haitians are currently facing deportations from several countries, including the United States and the DR, which we already know the feud that they've had for years, amidst ongoing political instability and a humanitarian crisis in Haiti. The situation is particularly concerning for vulnerable individuals like pregnant women and newborns being deported back to Haiti, where access to basic services is limited. Let me get this real quick and then I'll close it off. This is Psalm 37 and verse 10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. Jake don't want to listen to that though. They don't want to believe that Esau, Edom, through all the corruptness that they've done on the earth, they're actually, this is crazy to say, ain't it? It's crazy to hear, that they're actually going to have to pay for the things that they've done. Can you believe that? I know, right? It's crazy, man. It says, their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. So, Jake is through, man. Jacob's trouble, man. Lord willing, this was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakudash. That will blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel, Shalom. And as always, you're one day close to the kingdom, man. Shalom.